All right. Hey YouTube, just wanted to jump on here today. I know it's been a minute since I've actually done a voiceover or like a video with commentary, so just wanted to kind of give you guys a little commentary today. Kind of update you guys and tell you what's been going on with the tank. Well, basically, not much. I only say that every time. It's just because I don't get anything new in terms of like new livestock or new corals or anything like that. Really, it's really just maintaining the tank at this point because I'm all out of real estate basically. So I'll bring you in a little bit closer. Now, one thing that's on my focus for this month, as you can see in my previous videos, I kind of went through a little slump with the tank, got really lazy, didn't do a water change for almost 2 months. I got to at the longest point. So eventually I needed to kind of get the tank back in order. While I was doing that, I thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and hit the bryopsis with the chemical treatment that I use. I've had that for some time. I do it with pretty good success. But one thing I ran into, which is already a known issue, I kind of felt like this was going to happen based off of some of the videos and the research that I was doing, is whenever that bryopsis died, it nearly fired the growth of all of this bubble algae. Now, I've seen worse bubble algae than this. I mean, there's some spots in here where it's very apparent, specifically in the low flow areas. But I had already heard from other people, and I had asked, you know, what should I look out with that fluconazole. So after trying that, I noticed that even keeping up with the water changes and keeping the phosphates down and the nitrates in check, the bubble algae still took off. So there was just nothing I could do about that, but to continue to do water changes and fight it back as much as possible. So that's one thing, is just getting the bacteria and the nutrients corrected again. I know things got way off. For example, I know my nitrates got up to 12, which don't necessarily ever run them that high. And my phosphates got all the way up to 0.3. I'm sorry. Yeah, 0.3, which is a big swing away from my 0.03 to 0.07. So it was a drastic swing. And I just noticed things. I mean, the algae was starting to take off. So like, what was that, 2 months ago when I done all that, bryopsis is starting to come back again. It's just only a matter of doing water changes and just staying on top of that at this point. I think I would try some more fluconazole in the future, but just knowing what's gonna kind of come after that, if you know, I kind of leave my hands out the tank for too long, then I just know that bubble algae is gonna come back. So yeah, so I'm just leaving that on the to-do list. I'm not seeing anything like coral warfare or anything that needs immediate intervention. Maybe this green ghani. I don't know what it is about green ghanis, but these specific species, like I cannot keep them. I can't. I can keep the full red ones. I can keep this Iron Man. I mean, this is almost 3 years old. Started out from a little frag like that. I can keep all the red ones. It doesn't matter what variation. If it's got some red in it, I can keep it. I've had many of them, so maybe that might need a dip. I did notice that I expect it was this rock flower anemone. It did spawn, so there's several rock flowers right behind it. Little babies. There's little babies back there on the ground. I don't know what that is. There in the center, in the back, in the corner. Not too sure what that is. I mean, they're scattered all around. See one, there's one right back there too. But yeah, I mean, no intervention needed yet. I bet when those get bigger, they're probably gonna crawl around a little bit, so I might have to intervene then. But as of right now, I don't really mind it. Fills in just some of the very few gaps. I'm still debating on letting these clove polyps crawl up this rock. In the beginning, I intended them to just stay on this rock with the Duncan. We all know that wasn't gonna happen, but I think this is as far as I'm gonna let them go. I don't want them growing through the zoanthids, because what they're gonna do is just make them close up and not open. And you can already tell they've already proceeded to do that. So yeah, everything's looking good. I got back on my feeding regimen. Feed at least once a week still. That's the frozen brine and the refroids. Still do that once a week if I got more time, or if I see the corals. I mean, they obviously are hungry, then I might feed them more than once, but that's rare now these days. One thing that might need some immediate intervention is when I was in here doing the water change last time, I knocked these zoanthids off of that rock back there. But I think it was for the best, because what I noticed is those zoanthids were starting to bleach. They didn't really have a whole lot of color like those. Used to be way brighter than that. So I'm glad I did that. So I'm just gonna glue them maybe lower down on the rock, so that way at least I could put them back up there and then it'll look full again. And I also knocked off this branching hammer, which I also need to re-glue because I can see the bryopsis is basically touching it. And we all know what's gonna happen if that starts to grow on the skeleton. So there's that. I'll just keep it short and simple today. So focus is just getting the nutrients and the bacteria right again. No serious problems right now. Just going to maintain everything for the next month. I might do a 20-gallon water change this weekend. But then I'm also gonna do maybe another 20-gallon water change maybe at the end of the month. But yeah, there's that. I think I'm gonna open my eBay link back up. I think majority of states are starting to warm up. Should be pretty safe to ship one of these if, you know, whomever wants them. Should be fairly easy to ship these now, especially to the lower states. It's getting a little warm, so it's definitely got to be one-day shipping if you're thinking about it. But these, just so you know, I'm probably going to be selling those for $150 each. They're darn near colonies themselves. Basically no longer frags. I mean, these things are big. So I'm thinking $150 each. And then shipping to most places on average is about $30, $40. So it just depends. So you just add that to your frag. So that's if you're thinking about it. I'll leave my eBay link at the bottom just in case. So yeah, there's the tank. All right, YouTube.